Today I'm going to show you how to create a quiz or survey on Byte. So I'm going to go ahead create a quiz for this demo sake. I'm going to click on create quiz and then I'm going to start from scratch here. I'm going to name this as test quiz 1 and click on create quiz. Now this is going to show me a screen that has 5 tabs. The create, products, logic, results and publish. So the create tab is where we want to start creating the quiz by adding the pages and the questions. So I'm going to add my first page here and I am going to choose the multiple choice here. So I'm going to create a simple personality quiz. So I'm going to ask, how do you approach challenges? And then for the first answer here, let me say confronted. And for the second answer, let me say take time to analyze. And then I'm going to add one more question, which is of the picture choice. So I'm going to say, how do you spend your time? And then the first answer I'm going to go with socialize. And then the second is hello. So these are the multiple choice and picture choice. For this picture choice, I'm also going to go ahead and add the images. Let's see, I'm for socialize. Let me add this image here. And for alone, I am going to go ahead and add this. So as you can see, there is a live preview going on here that gets reflected as you keep on changing things. You can also add a subtitle if you want. Choose the right answer. I'm going to add one more option here, one more page, which is of date and so I'm going to ask, when is your birthday? You can also choose to add a side image here. I'm going to add a side image. Going to keep it right placed. They also change the settings here, how you want to display the image. I'm going to keep it contained. And how much should be the brightness of the image, you can adjust here as well. And also change settings for how it looks on mobile screen as well. Now I'm going to add one more page, which, which is of text input type, and I'm going to take it as email. Enter your email. This is optional, could be the subtitle. I can go ahead and add a background image also here. This is how you can change the background color, background image as well. So our preliminary quiz is ready. Now let's connect the products to these questions. Let's say you can add the answers here, products to these answers, or you can come back to the screen and go to each of your answer and include or exclude the type of products that you want to add. So I have enabled collections here. Let's say you want to change the product type. You can come to the settings here in the create tab itself. You can change the recommendations type to products and then go back here. And I'm going to go to the products tab because it is easier to implement here. And for the first question, I'm going to go ahead and include these products and also exclude these products. Exclude is when you don't want to show the particular user a few things when they choose those particular answers. It works on a plus or minus weight format. So you can just explore that and choose whatever you want to include or exclude. Now I'm going to go ahead and go with the logic here. The logic is only for the multiple choice and picture choice because for the text and date input doesn't make sense to add a jump logic. I'm going to add the first rule here that if the first question or answer is confronted, then I'm going to choose the user should go to the third page here, that is the birthday. And then I add another rule that if they choose the second option, then they go about the third page directly. And I'm going to keep this as it is. This should always go to the next option. And then I'm going to save this. You can also go ahead and choose the results, how the results look like. So first I'm going to show you how to change the recommendations page. This is where your products will be recommended. So here you can change what you want to display in the product page, the title. You can also add multiple content blocks like text, image, or button in this just before the products. You can also choose the maximum number of products you want to display here. And you can also add outcomes. I'm going to enable outcome page here. I'm going to show these outcomes on top of the recommendations as well. So here I'm going to add my first outcome. I'm going to edit this. Let's call this as first outcome. How it works is that you need to choose which answers are mapped to which outcome here. So let's say whenever the user chooses the first option of the first question and second option of the second question, they should land on the first outcome. I'm also going to add an image here. You can also add content blocks again here, text, image, or button if you want to display additional information. Then I'm going to add another outcome here. Let's call this as second outcome. I'm going to add image. I'm going to map this to the second answer of the first question and the first answer of the second question. I'm going to click on save. Now as I'm going to preview this, let's see how this looks like. This is the first multiple choice. You also have the preview here. I'm going to click on this and then I'm going to click on. You can always change how your quiz looks and feels like. And then I'm going to skip this. So here I land on the first outcome here. You can come to the design tab and you can change how your quiz looks and feels like. You can change the layout of the quiz, left, center, right, and also the font. Usually inherits the font from your website. You can also change the colors and styles. These are the quick settings we have enabled. You just play around and see where what is reflected. You can also enable the advanced set, which changes for everything, for each of these, for answers, how something looks like, and how each of the buttons look like. You can also change how the progress bar looks like. So yeah, this is how you create a quiz or a survey. I'm going to give a quick demo of what is the difference between a quiz and a survey. Let's say I have a test survey here. I'm just going to edit this and show you. For survey, the only difference is that there are no products recommended for survey. You just show the result to the user, what you want to display to them after they finish the survey. That's the only difference between a quiz and a survey. Thank you.